Hello, hello. What a wonderful evening. Today, my topic of discussion is five things you should avoid if you're traveling to Orlando, Florida. Sometimes, when we travel to places, we need to have specific plan and agenda. And the plan means that you have a plan your travel. Maybe you're going to vacation like Disney World in Florida, especially Orlando, Florida. And there are things which are unexpected that you may find there. And the system there, the people there, they are very persuasive. They can persuade you into buying something that maybe you don't like. So today we will discuss a few things that we should be aware of ourselves. So let's talk about things that you can do to prevent such incidents from happening. So if you plan your journey, you have booked your airplane, you have booked where you're going to stay, and you have a plan. Say you want to go get tickets to go to a specific place. So map out things that you need to do, places you want to go, so that when you reach there, you avoid scammers or other things that can persuade you into doing things that you didn't expect. So number one, have a good plan. Number two, you budget for what you want to go and spend. And whenever you reach there, don't just look at things just because something attracts your eyes. Don't just jump into it like you're jumping into a wagon and you're just moving on. So if you have a very clear and precise mind of what you want to go and do, where you're going, how much you have to spend, so you have a specific budget. The unexpected things that you will find are like, unlike in Delaware, we don't have them there here. You go in Florida, you go maybe in a restaurant, you are eating because they see you are a new person. So new persons are persuaded into things that they think they're good because they hear about, especially timeshares, resorts and crabs, all those things. So once your plan, you want to avoid the things that are going to make your journey. For us, we went there and there this what we call timeshares or results, um, where you're persuaded. Maybe you went to the restaurant, you see like tickets are being sold somewhere, so they want to tell you that there's a discount. But before you can get what you want, they tell you, oh, you have to go for a presentation. You don't know what kind of presentation that are there. If you go to Florida, there are many things that you will find. You're going to find resorts like Westgate Resort. You're going to you're going to find like a Wyndham Resort, like Wyndham Crowd, things like that. They're going to persuade you to buying those things. And what you don't realize, there are hidden things that they have. They come and tell you, oh, you spend all this money, but we are going to give you a cheaper price. So you're persuaded because of the words they give you or the things they tell you. But what you don't realize, you go, maybe you sign into there, whatever. And once you sign those timeshares, you're caught up for the next 10 years. And they may not show you the budget, the entirety of the budget. They show you a fee. Oh, we're going to make your budget simple. So you're going to enjoy this. They give you maybe 18,000, 15,000 to pay that within 10 years. But guess what? They learn your credit. They look at your income. They take information about you so that they can persuade you based on your information. So learning your credit, they tell you, oh, they even don't explain to you. So you are persuaded to do something that you don't expect. What if, in case you have fallen prey to their own captive? You have signed timeshares or resorts. You have a time to cancel. that's provided in those documents. Maybe you have signed. They have learned your credit to affect your credit. Now that you have signed this paperwork, and then you change your mind. You don't want to continue after you do research, because always we need to do research about things so that we understand about them. We hear what other people say about this, what experiences other people have experienced. So after research, then you want to cancel something. There is a provision of the law within 10 days or 5 days you want to cancel without penalty. So you want to be very careful of what you are persuaded into, because it will cost you in the long run. You can pay high interest, which you didn't plan. It's like buying a car. You look at the car, they give you a certain fee. Then once they put all they factor into their interest and all that, you end up paying more or double what they have given you. So those are things we need to avoid. How to avoid scamming or being persuaded into doing things that you didn't. How to avoid spending more into spend more than you expect, because if you have good planning, you have specific place, you do research, you know how do I get my tickets to go to this place, so that when you go there you are aware of what is expected of you. I know sometimes when we go to new places we have not gone, it's not easy. So those are things that we need to avoid. You plan well, you will avoid people who are going to persuade you to buying things you didn't want. If you see something, don't just because you have seen an attractive thing, you are going to spend somebody saying, oh, you have to go and see a presentation. You go spend 3 to 5 hours, you've wasted. You could have spent that time to do something. If you want tickets, go online. Search the tickets, look at the discount there, buy them. So when you go there, you don't have a problem because these things are there. But if you go, somebody has persuaded you, oh, we'll give you a discount when you go for a presentation. In fact, we did that. We never got even a discount. We had to pay a full fee. So it was a waste of our time. First, we wasted time. We could have gone online to buy our tickets. Second, you end up being signed into something you didn't want. So you have to be a good planner and don't just go and get into things that you don't like. You have to do research. Take your time, search things. Online, you can buy tickets. Just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's what is expected. Just because somebody tells you, oh, you're gonna get free gifts, there's nothing free in this world, not even free lunch. So, brethren, my goal is here to make a small videos about things that you may encounter, but how do you avoid them? You're being persuaded to something, but if you have knowledge about it, if you research about things, and if you know how to say no, if it's 1 hour, you want to limit your conversation with that person for 1 hour. If you don't like something, you need to be honest and straight. Tell them no, so that you make a clear stand on what you are going to do. In that way, you are prevented so much. You prevent how much you're going to spend. You're going to prevent wasting your time you could be using for other things. And if you have planned well, you could have prevented these unnecessary outcomes. So I wish you a safe journey if you travel, especially to Disneyland. There is a beautiful place. You can go to Magic Kingdom. There are places you can go and enjoy your life. And if you plan well, you have your budget. You have to see the things that makes you achieve your objective. But do not get persuaded into things just because they say it's cheap. It's you're going to enjoy. How? So, President, I wish you the best and safe travel to Disneyland. Is a beautiful place, but be careful out there. There are things like timeshares which can put you into debts and all other things. But before just in case you have signed into those things, there is a provision of the law that allows you to cancel those things within 10 days or 5 days so that you don't have to pay higher interest rates that you don't need to. You don't have to waste your time if it's unnecessary because you are your own master. We are masters of our own goals. We are masters of our own lives. We make the decisions. If you make the right decision, your mind, the quality of your mind guides you when whatever you do. Do not just get persuaded for the first glimpse of things. Just because somebody says you're going to get cheap doesn't mean it's cheap. There's nothing cheap in the world. It's your wisdom and knowledge that guides you. So stay tuned as we continue to explore things we should avoid if we ever go, not just only Disneyland, other places. Thank you.